Zelators, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. A very beautiful day in Africa. They say, the enemy of my enemy is my brother. The enemy of my enemy is my brother. Just hours ago, in the heart of Tehran, a handshake took place that has sent shockwaves from Washington to Paris. General Celestin Simpore, the man holding the shield of Burkina Faso, stood side by side with the Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian. They aren't just talking about trade. They are talking about defiance. They are talking about survival. For decades, we were told Iran was isolated. Iran was a pariah. We were told they were isolated. But today, the Sahel, the new beating heart of African revolution, is looking east. Is this the moment Africa finally breaks the invisible chains? To understand why Burkina Faso is in Tehran today, we must remember November 1, 1984. Under the legendary Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso and the Islamic Republic of Iran first shook hands. Sankara, the Africa Che Guevara, and the post-revolutionary leader of Iran shared one DNA, the hatred of imperialism. As the proverb goes, until the lions have their own historians, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. For years, the hunters, the old colonial powers, told us who our friends should be. But Burkina Faso has realized that the same hands that sanctioned Iran are the same hands that stood by while the Sahel burned for 10 years. Iran survived 40 years of the most brutal sanctions in history. They didn't just survive, they built their own satellites, their own missiles, and their own medicine. Today, Captain Ibrahim Traore is asking, if they did, why can't we? Iran is one of the most powerful nations today. Let's look at the facts. In February 2026, the Iranian Defense Minister, Brigadier General Aziz Naziradi, made it clear Africa is now a strategic priority for Iran. Why does this matter? Why did this man make such a statement? 1. Military self-reliance. Iran is offering drones and smart management technology. Unlike the West, Iran doesn't ask for a human rights lecture before giving you the tools to fight terrorists or armed groups.
Shockwaves are hitting Western chancelleries. Burkina Faso and Iran have radically shifted their relationship. We're talking high-level strategic military reinforcement. The Burkina defense minister traveled to Tehran. The message is clear. The Sahel is no longer a restricted zone for the West. Iran is now entering the AES equation. Why the panic? Iran possesses formidable drone expertise. This partnership could allow Burkina Faso to build its own industrial defense sites and ultra-sophisticated surveillance systems. Captain Ibrahim Traore is proving sovereignty depends on no single master. This is a total geopolitical pivot. The Sahel is the new theater of influence for the global south. As Washington and Paris watch with nervousness, the Russia-Iran Sahel bloc is solidifying. Africa is rewriting the rules of the game. Is this the key to final victory for the Sahel?
We begin in the Sahel, where Burkina Faso's leader, Ibrahim Traore, is now at the center of a new diplomatic and security push from Iran. Tehran is stepping into the region, seeking closer defense ties with the Sahel's military governments. The shift is formalized this week in Tehran during high-level talks between defense ministers of Iran and Burkina Faso. Now, Iranian officials described Africa as central to their foreign and security strategy and singled out Burkina Faso as a priority partner. The Islamic Republic is firm to deepen ties with independent and revolutionary countries in the West African region, especially Burkina Faso. The revolutions in the Sahel are popular struggles against colonial policies, and the formation of the Alliance of Sahel States is a commendable step in the face of pressure from Western countries. The outreach comes as Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger tighten coordination through the Alliance of Sahel states. Now, a bloc formed by military governments seeking new partners after distancing themselves from Western security arrangements. And analysts say that Iran's pitch to the region is straightforward. It's security support in exchange for resource and diplomatic access. Tehran is already a major exporter of military drones, engineering support, and defense technology to its major allies in Africa. In Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré is reportedly securing Iranian drones and a commitment for a new petroleum refinery, all in exchange for gold and strategic infrastructure access. Now, in Niger, the stakes are even higher. Reports indicate a deal where Tehran provides missiles in exchange for 300 metric tons of uranium ore. And in Mali, the cooperation is already in place. Now, Iranian technicians are reportedly on the ground supporting drone operations and aircraft maintenance while exploring the long-term access. In return, Tehran is eyeing Mali's vast gold reserves and agricultural potential. Put simply, an analyst described the model as a closed-loop system. Weapons, training, and industrial support flow in the Sahel. Minerals, strategic access, and political alignment flow out. Now, some transactions are also reportedly structured through local currencies or commodity exchanges rather than the Western backing network. Now, the rhetoric during the Tehran meetings reflected that positioning, and both sides criticized Western pressure and framed their cooperation as resistance against external domination.
The gold and the uranium. Iran needs minerals. Burkina Faso has the gold. This is a marriage of necessity. Third, the alliance of the Sahel AES. Iran isn't just looking at Burkina Faso. They see Mali and Niger as independent and revolutionary nations. They are building a new global south. The proverb says, a bridge is only as strong as the pillars that support it. Iran is offering to be the steel pillar that the Western banks refuse to provide. This is great alliance. Africans, we need to have this technology. Like the first time these people attacked, you understand, Jesus' country. And now, they claim they want to attack them the second time. The president of Iran, Masoud, said they are stronger than even the time that they attacked them and they have to come and beg. We saw that some few days they came out begging. Iran said they have used 20 good years, 2 decades, to build themselves. And these are the people Africa we need to team with. Unlike those in the democratic elected like Ghana and Nigeria that are calling for training from the West, the United States of America and France. We don't need these people to come and train us. How can you ask the one who is chasing you to teach you how to run? We need different people with different steps so we'll know how to defeat these people. But if you are still asking the same people who are chasing after you to come and be your helper, then I don't think we are ready to free ourselves. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso will always make us proud because they know where to go. Africa, we are so scared. Our leaders in the democratic elected are so scared of sanctions, and that is why they cannot stand up to these people. So why don't you move with countries like Iran that survived 40 good years of sanctions from the West? Look at Russia, the same thing. But Russia is moving forward. Russia's economy is doing better than these people. And these are the people who want our leaders to move it. But we always have them going into the same direction that hasn't helped Africa in any way. But here is the suspense. The West is terrified. If Burkina Faso gains Iranian drone technology and strategic self-reliance, the foreign military bases in the region become obsolete. Imagine a Sahel where the sky is patrolled by African-owned Iranian-designed drones. Imagine a Sahel that doesn't need the SWIFT banking system because it trades directly with Iran in gold. This is why the mainstream media is silent. They don't want you to see that the isolated are uniting. When the spider webs unite, they can tie up a lion. Africa, this is our time. It is now or never. Motherland or death. We must be free. And we can only do this if we choose our friends wisely. Africans, it is time to open our eyes. Moving toward Iran isn't just about weapons. It's about identity. It's about the right to choose your own friends. The Sahelian leaders are telling us, we will rather eat dry bread in freedom than crumbs from the tables of the colonizers. Is the Burkina-Iran alliance the master key to unlocking the Sahel's potentials? Or is it a dangerous gamble in the world of giants? One thing is certain, the old world is dead. A new Africa is being born in the heart of the desert and the halls of Tehran. What do you think? Is Iran the partner Africa has been waiting for? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell because the revolution will not be televised. It will be analyzed right here. This is a beautiful day in Africa. This is what we call leadership. And I'm so glad that the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are walking the path of Thomas Sankara, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the leaders who rose to fight for the total liberation of the African. Unlike these ones who continue to move with the same people that are colonizing and exploiting and do all sorts of things to African and making sure that the African never rise. We must move differently if truly we are looking for solution. Like the Zambian president said, we can't continue to be doing the same thing and expect different results. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.